laughing.
They can't make a different face.
Hello.
Allegedly.
Me too. Let us
Me
know
too.
if you can hear us. I have the thing muted.
Sound off.
No, sound on.
Crank up the mic audio. This is great, honestly.
It's fine. You don't need screens.
Everybody can just dance if they want to the music in their head. Where the hell my phone? Where the hell my phone? Love you, Lizzo.
Bad bitch and a cunt.
This is the earworm.
Now I'll just go silent.
Now nobody talk. Can you hear us?
I don't know.
Can you hear us?
We'll just pretend like they can.
Yay!
Better.
Good.
Great. Love that for us.
Great.
Craig is listening. That's what matters.
He's always listening.
Yes.
Awesome. Just uncover the Discord because you're all frozen. Oh no.
Oh yeah, now it's all just black screens.
Off to a good start.
Hey, it's just
This is what Session Zero is for. You're right.
Exactly.
What? Now they're saying they can't hear you specifically, but I can hear you.
And your silent rant is hilarious, so good job.
That'll just make the compilation video at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Better than the grapefruiting your man moment that made it in the end.
The what?
Oh, it's a video. Have you not seen that?
I sometimes miss things.
I think it's in the
No, if you don't know the reference,
I haven't seen whatever this is.
Wow, called out by everybody now.
No, it just goes like
It is pretty easy, Rick.
It goes just like, but like.
Tell us.
Grapefruiting.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
video.
I do know what you're talking about, Meg.
Yeah, it's like a video from like the early days of the internet, like back in like
the dark ages.
The dark ages before like when memes were
Dial-up?
really weird and rage faces were funny.
Well, clearly they can hear you.
Yeah, we're being told that's enough of the grapefruit.
Can you hear Sophia? Please say yes.
Sophia, could you
No. Why?
Also, gotta love that delay when we're trying to figure out.
Can you hear that?
Rude.
just remember it?
Hello, Dirty Dwarf. We're figuring out technology tonight. That's what Session Zero's for. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Session Zero.
Yeah.
It's all just fake it till you make it. With everything in life, including technology.
And to be fair, we don't need Sophia in the beginning.
Oh, thanks.
Well, no, not in the beginning. We can get your audio sorted out while we
now it's working. Fucking thing. Now I see the bar moving. moving along my screen. Bastard
Hey.
fucking technology.
Now that Kayla's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, now that Kayla's gone.
Come back.
I blame Agnew.
Hey, Cedar.
Always. Always.
Okay. Can everyone be heard? Maybe everyone just go through, be like, "What's up? I'm here."
I'm here.
I mean-
I'm a person. Listen to me. I've got things to say.
Are we introducing our characters?
We
Or are we just
will. I just want to make sure. that
Let me
everyone
be
can
excited about this, okay?
I just want to make sure we can all be heard before we do introduce our characters.
Okay, should we
All
all
talk
talk?
That is the best plan. Everyone talks at the same time.
Yes.
Do it.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Yes, yes,
Cedar, for
absolutely.
saying that we all look
Let's go.
hot.
Yeah.
Would not be
Amazing,
the
we're
first-
managing it.
Yeah.
It's happening.
My character especially.
We're all really hot.
Oh yeah, I forgot our character art's on there
Can
because
you
I'm just
tell
looking-
I'm nervous?
Us.
'Cause I'm
Oh.
making faces.
No, I can't tell actually.
No, same. Can't tell.
I make jokes when I'm nervous. They're always bad.
Man, you have no idea.
You did good artwork. That's what you did.
True.
Be proud of yourself. Way to go.
Yes. Yay, Artemis.
Seriously, it all looks awesome. Now I have to find the right tab of the 20 tabs that I have open so I can see what I'm supposed to say. I know it starts with welcome everyone. Welcome to session 0 of Bhenkar Brouhaha. I'm DM Qorvae, or Emily, as I am known in the human world. You can find me mostly on Instagram, where I just photo dumped my entire vacation for the last week and a half. Enjoy that. There's some good pictures. I also sometimes paint minis. I think I'm just at Qorvae now. I should check that. Because I did change it.
I think
Yes.
that's what it was on Instagram, yeah.
At Qorvae, Qorvae. That's me. And now we will go around and have the players introduce themselves. Whoever would like to go first. Any volunteers?
What do you want us to say?
Introduce yourself. Wow, okay. I don't know. I wasn't, okay. I wasn't paying enough attention. So I don't actually know who was last. Just introduce yourselves as a player and then tell people where to find you. And why don't we, you know what? I'm just going to nominate. How about Kayla?
Okay. Rude, first of all.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm going to go clockwise around from my face.
Well, it's not okay. That's fair. It is clockwise for me too. I'm Kayla. Hi, I'm one half of the Potions and Potpourri podcast. Me and my partner Keisha talk about like D&D and TTRPGs in a pretty casual chat format. You can find us on all the socials, and you can also find me playing at a bunch of games with the Blob of the Boctaire, as well as Rick and the Cantrips and Coffee guys.
I mean, we're all part of the blob. All of us.
That's true. The specific blob, and then also the general outline blob.
Yeah.
Awesome. Welcome. Sophia, if you would like to go next.
Hi, I am Sophia. My username here on the Twitch and everywhere else is RockChick Sophia. I am the Vactor DM in charge of the Chaos crew that is A Song of Crystal and Shadow, my Final Fantasy game on Thursdays about this time. I'm also managing this stream for these lovely chaotic people, for us goths and our one rainbow child. So if there's sound problems or video problems, it's all my fault. I like to blame the technology rather than myself, though. So if you see me silent ranting again, it's probably because I've messed something up.
No, Cedar's right. Blame Agni.
Yeah, or blame Agni. Yeah, let's do that. Let's blame
Yeah,
Agni.
there you go.
That's easier.
Awesome. Welcome. And thank you also for taking care of the technology, because if I was doing it, we probably wouldn't even be online right now. Okay. Maggie, you're next in the clock circle.
Okay, I'm Maggie, aka Holloweyes, on Twitter and TikTok, and Hollow Disaster on Instagram, because I could not get it in all three places. Sometimes I be a silly little guy online, but a lot of the times I just be a silly little guy condensed to this space, the Vactair. I'm in Monday Mistwalkers as Atlas Worldgrasp, the Circle of the Stars Druid. And then on Friday, I am part of Fixius 5, where I play Elise, who is not a peasant, and they are an aberrant mind sorcerer. Yeah. Catch me in these spaces.
Woo! Awesome. Alyssa, you're next in my. We're going clock
Okay.
circles today. That's what it is today.
Clock
That
circles.
works.
I like
Clock
that.
circles.
That's
Got
the
it.
phrase.
Look, it's all
Is it
made up.
ever?
Language is fiction. Let's go.
Coming after all of us today.
Okay, so I'm Elissa. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, and I am playing in 2 games with the folks here at the Vactair. Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram at ElissaB_illustrations. And was that all the things I was supposed to cover?
Sure.
Okay, good. On to you,
Loosey
Rick.
goosey right now. Yeah, and last but certainly not least, Rick.
Yeah, so I am the game master for the Hammer of the Gods podcast. You can find us pretty much anywhere you get podcasts. Also here, where I accidentally run the gayest game that I think I've ever been a part of, and I love it. It's fantastic. You can find Kayla there, and a bunch of other great people. So that's me.
There's a reason. There's a reason Rick is Dungeon
Yay.
Daddy Rick. Just saying.
Honestly. All right. So that's gonna be our players. Tonight's just session 0. But I'm gonna do some quick announcements. First, our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. As many nights, we love them. Go to canadiandice.ca and use the code TheVactaire, all one word, TheVaktare, at checkout to get 10% off your order. Maggie's dice pick of the week is the Gemini set. Maggie, I don't know if you want to say anything about it.
I thought that was last week's dice pick.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. We'll say it's this week too, because that's what it says on the paper.
I thought this week was Galaxy Black Red, because guess what?
According to the Vactair, it's Blood Moon Galaxy.
Yeah, Blood Moon Galaxy.
Well, then it's Blood Moon Galaxy. Tell us all about it.
We live in a galaxy that has moons, and if you're in the
Nice.
Final Fantasy game, the moons might be a weapon. I don't know, I haven't played that far into the expansions. And then also, there is blood in the galaxy. I'm like, at least.
Sophia's face right now.
So, Ryan made the most logical dice.
Stop giving
It's-
away my secrets of my game.
It's also perfect for this world that we're going to be playing in, which has 0 moons. Okay.
You should just get some of the dice and throw them in the sky, like the
Spoiler alert.
That'll
the
work.
cosmos from Katamari Damacy.
There you go.
I won the giveaway dice for the Heroes for CF. One of the Heroes for CF streams, and they're really cool. They're like a sparkly purple with like the cool like elven lettering on them.
The Dimension Door ones are really pretty also.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Ryan from Canadian Dice, for
Yes.
hooking that up.
They're all pretty fantastic.
They are. It's true. Also, there's really fun pins on there, like the Cat DM pin. Just saying. Okay, next, check out our merch store at tinyurl.com/VacMerch. You can get excellent designs like Half Orc Energy, Not a Peasant is a popular one, the Vac Blob, which I've heard is going to be getting some updates. Awesome. Also, Pride merch is up now, just in time for June.
Nice.
Shoegator Mac
So-
is out.
Let's get it. Thursday, that's 2 nights from now, at about this time, Sophia will be running A Song of Crystal and Shadow. That's the Final Fantasy game. And then Friday at about this time, DM Artemis will be running Fixius 5. Maggie and I are in that game.
And Alyssa.
And
And
Alyssa
Alyssa.
now. I haven't been there since you've been there.
There was
like
a
half
lot
the
of
I'm excited.
beetles,
Huh?
And
might have pissed off the homeowners association. And by us, I mean Ram.
I need to watch those before we play again.
Yeah.
I
And
love that
then
the HOA got enraged. I think by January.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid.
That was like the only part I watched
Boy.
last week, and it was just like ridiculous. I mean, you don't need context for that game, but just
No.
I was
Oh,
like,
good.
what is happening?
Oh, okay. Well, and then Saturday morning is Together Among the Stars at 11:30 a.m. Eastern with Dungeon Daddy Rick and special guest Takuma Okada, who is the author of the game, which is
No
super
big
freaking
deal.
cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm totally
Definitely
not
not a big deal.
He's like so
Totally
famous now. It's
fine and
fine.
normal. And then Sunday, Affy and Artemis are on DM Jeremy's channel for Legacy of Fire at 7:30 Eastern Time. And then they'll be back here on Monday for Mistwalkers at 8:30 Eastern
Nothing
Time.
bad's gonna happen on Monday. No, sir.
Nothing bad will happen
Nothing
on
bad's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be so happy.
Nothing bad happens in domains ever.
Nothing bad ever happens.
No, nothing bad has ever
Oh.
happened. Totally.
I
all
swear,
right,
I
and
swear
then
the magic item I've given you all is not bad. I swear.
Yeah. I saw it. It's pretty amazing.
oh boy,
Ah,
I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun.
I'm
I,
scared.
I used to tinker a card, and Affy let me design a magic item for him, and I designed a magic item from my game that's fallen through the cracks.
That's amazing,
And
though.
It means good things for the group, is what it means.
Good things or curses, or maybe both.
Maybe. We don't know.
Or chaos.
Something.
I
A
got
little bit of
this.
both.
¿Por qué no los
Okay,
dos?
well, with that, I don't have any more announcements. Does anyone else have anything they want to say before we start?
You all just lost the game?
Fuck's sake, Maggie!
You jerk.
Let's go.
Rude. Rude. How dare you?
What a way to start.
Art like 30 minutes in.
Right.
It's still
Well,
the
with that, with on that fun note, now that we've all lost, we're gonna jump into session 0.
And
For those of you that are unaware, session 0 is something people often do in the world of tabletop role-playing games, where you know you're going to get together to play a game as a group of people, and you just meet up beforehand to talk about expectations you have for the game, set boundaries, provide background, make sure anything that needs to be fleshed out is fleshed out. We've already done a little bit of this stuff in chats and like more informal ways, but I wanted to have a full meeting with the whole group. And then also, I think, like I was just talking to them about this earlier, when I first started DMing, everyone said you needed to do a session 0, but I didn't know what that meant. And there were no examples anywhere, ever. And so I always think it's good whenever you have an opportunity to show people what the session 0 can look like. Because it can be different every time, but also helpful for people. And so, yeah, we're going to do that tonight. And I'm still learning how to do it, so it might be weird. Who knows?
I hope it's weird. That's the whole
I
point.
mean,
Yeah.
You know,
They
games
meant,
are
like,
weird.
We're here
anyway.
for the chaos.
yeah.
And I mean, right or wrong, perfect or not, it'll give other people that are learning a chance to refer back to something. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk a little bit about characters that have been made, get a chance to kind of talk some of that stuff out, answer questions, give a little bit of world information if needed, and make sure everyone in the group understands where lines are drawn, what boundaries everyone has, how to deal with it when something unexpected comes up. Because we can't always predict how we're going to react, especially in a fantasy world where everything is weird to begin with. And I think maybe we'll start with that kind of stuff. Like, we've already kind of gone over, like, hard lines where it's stuff that we definitely are not going to touch. Soft lines where things that might be kind of, like, vaguely referred to. And veils, which are just kind of like hand-waved kind of stuff for the purposes of sometimes Twitch TOS, and maybe also for the comfort of the DM. It's a little bit like worried about things. But yeah, I know we've like some of that's already been set, but is there anything anyone wants to talk about or questions about boundaries, expectations, anything like that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, at least in my opinion, Affy pretty well covered all that with the text dump. Like that was
Yeah.
pretty concise.
And it's
Is
pinned.
Yeah.
And it's pinned. That's the
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah. And like I know for those who don't know, like here on the Vactaire we usually do, I think there's like a questionnaire. It's been a while since I filled it out. But so everyone answers the same questions and gets to say like this is something I absolutely don't want to talk about. I know like on the Vactaire, sexual violence off the table always. So and anyone can specify anything. So yeah, that's something like we've kind of already covered. I don't know if anyone in the chat has any questions about it.
I believe it's tinyurl.com/vacplays. If you would like to join our games and
Yeah.
stuff.
And I know like anytime you're a player gets sent out to
Yeah,
make
it
sure
also
everyone that needs to know knows
Yeah.
what to keep off limits. But yeah, so we've kind of gone over that already. What about like expectations for players? Like, what do you guys want to get out of this game?
Goth chaos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I think that's guaranteed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we've already established that pretty well.
Yeah.
I want to see how emo everybody can get before I have to rein them in.
Nice. Yeah, because you are the rainbow unicorn sparkle child
Cinnamon
of the
roll.
group. Yeah.
Emily,
Yeah.
did you see the chat?
Yeah, the Affy or Artemis, whoever's in control of the main account right now, is talking about safe phrases and X cards.
Yes. So one of the things we do as well is, especially like knowing that there are things that can come up that are unexpected, like maybe there's something that you didn't think would bother you that in the moment you're like, oh crap, I'm like super uncomfortable. Whoa. We have a safe phrase that we use. Always a good thing to have where like even if you don't feel comfortable being like X card, gotta stop, you can say the safe phrase and then we'll take a break. And that's something you can do in home games, that's something you can do in online games. Always a good idea to have a way to be like, pause for a second. And I know like we can choose to talk about it or just move on once we're off the stream, but we always kind of take a step back.
I would just like to take a second to say like that equally applies for GMs and players.
Yeah.
Because I made the mistake of just because I had some players who I'd played with quite a bit and I got distracted by a lot of chaos, not setting up those expectations in the beginning. And there was a session where at the end of it I had to be like, we're never doing that again. Like, this was the issue, we're not doing that again. Because I was uncomfortable as the GM. So.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I know there are probably things that I would feel weird about just because of my personality. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else anyone else wants to cover. In terms of expectations or anything. Like I know we're hoping for chaos, which is probably guaranteed.
I'm always expecting
At this
chaos.
point. Yeah. Does anyone have any predictions on who will be the button pusher? Because there's always someone.
Probably Maggie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Am I the drama?
Probably.
I feel like it's going to be our cinnamon roll. Just saying.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sweet and innocent, just like in real life.
Yeah,
Maybe
innocent
nice.
and curious, I'm sure, about the button
Innocent.
and how shiny it is.
I hope to present enough buttons to make it worth pushing.
Well, what if there's a wall of buttons and we just get to roll all over them?
I mean, I can make that happen too.
yeah.
Oh god.
Also, I'm really loving the back and forth of Affy and Artemis on the same account.
On the
They
same
did,
account.
they did this to me
It's
my
like my
last game.
favorite thing right now.
Any
Like,
game
iceberg
where
hoe, don't call me a hoe.
yeah, it's like they did this to me my last game that I ran. I thought it was Artemis, and then suddenly Affy puts up her email. It's like, oh shit, who is it in control tonight? And then it's back and forth. I'm like, which one of you is this? Which one of you is fucking with me?
Yes.
Yes.
They're the same person.
Yes, exactly. The answer is yes. Okay, cool. Well then, character creation and background. I don't know if y'all want to go through a little bit. Obviously, we've all, like, not me. Well, that's not true. I've created some characters. But they're not the characters.
You're not the chosen one.
I'm not the chosen one.
You're the
I
chosen
am-
one.
I'm the sidekicks and the bad guys.
Duh.
So,
Yeah, I'm really curious what Sploth's voice is going to be like because
I already have it.
Oh yeah, I
have it.
know you told me that, but I'm like, I want to know.
I want to say, I don't know, should I do it now or should I like save it as a surprise?
We did
It's a
say there might be
surprise.
some roleplay.
Surprise.
Mm.
Surprise.
Prizes.
Surprise.
Okay.
Pull it out when we least expect it, and then we'll all laugh. Also, phrasing.
Hang on,
That's what she said.
I have something for this.
Hey, phrasing!
Nah,
Affy's not the only one with a soundboard.
hell yeah, Sophia,
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's so great. Cool. Okay, well, I mean, the world we're going to be playing in is called Bhenkar, which they all know. It's a world I made up out of my own head. It's a little different from traditional D&D lore. I made up my own inner and outer planes. I made up my own deities and stuff. And I like to think of it as, I don't know if I told you all this. I think of it as high magic, low proficiency. So, like, commoners might have a cantrip that they just use in everyday life because magic is ingrained in everything. But, like, very few people have any kind of real skill leveled spells, that sort of thing. Yeah. I don't know. Anyone want to talk about their character? Anyone excited to share a little? Obviously, you can see the wonderful artwork made by Artemis on our screen here.
Prestidigitation. for the
Prestidigitation for the comment. That's right. Look, I'm saying, if the common housewife can do the laundry with a spell, do it.
I would like to be that common housewife, please.
Exactly.
Husband, house
Or
spouse.
house husband.
I
No,
could,
it's fine.
Mouse.
House spouse.
I don't even care.
I could use
Anyone.
shaved water and be hydrated from anywhere from so far away. I wouldn't have to get up to refill my water bottle.
So nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of farmers in this, so I bet a lot of them have druidcraft.
That checks out.
That's interesting.
Firebolt, 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 firebolt! Everyday life.
It's very
Yeah, the setting that we're going to be in is the continent of Naestir in the nation of Nellis. And it's basically the kind of place where you can grow anything. Anything you plant at some point in the year will pop up into something delicious or beautiful or both.
Damn it, Kayla, get out.
Shan. I live here.
Even bodies. You never know.
Necromancy.
That is
Weird.
thing.
Yeah.
Weird old magic.
I mean, what do you want us to say about our characters? Like, how much are we revealing in episode 0?
much you want to, I guess. I mean, you can give like a basic idea of
Let's
like
go.
my characters. I wanted to. Everyone's level 3. We could start with that. And then be like, oh, I'm playing like a sorcerer, which we don't have any sorcerers, but you know,
But now we know there's an
poison
NPC for
spraying the
sorcerer.
weeds. Hey,
The only class Emily
They're
could
not
think
hit.
of on the spot. Sorcerer. Not
well,
any of the classes we're playing.
I mean, I was gonna
Good.
say bard, but then everybody's a bard. in this
Oh my
game.
god! But what if
Only half of
Sploth
us.
is like a level 1 sorcerer but with wild magic?
Fuck yeah, dude.
You never know.
And he just TPKs us all accidentally.
On the wall.
Except I can't die, so
Well, it's just harder.
yeah. Basically can't die.
I mean,
You just start
theoretically.
seeing
You
that
don't know.
all by
Yeah.
the day. True emo stuff.
Yeah, maybe tell the world about your character a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, so first of all, I made the most obnoxious name ever because Emily made a comment about how nobody could pronounce any of her names. I was like, I can top that for sure. And I did.
It's true. I actually need a guide for your name also.
Yeah, so it's Alaxenstaned Linkishmiriel, which is a mouthful. I realize. He mostly goes by Olaxen or Clink. He is a dragonborn, but he is undead, and most people don't know that. Maybe some of the party do at this point. We haven't quite established like how long we've all known each other, but he definitely tries to keep it a secret. Like he doesn't go around telling people. He's kind of like a Van Richten monster hunter, and just travels around with his trusty apprentice, Sploth Flurbloff, the bullywug.
Yeah.
He's an Echo Knight fighter.
Cool.
Might be important information. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cedar, I'm
Cool.
impressed that you were actually really close on the spelling.
Maybe missing like one letter.
A P, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and it's trying to update my computer. Don't you freaking dare.
Rude.
We just lose our GM and then
Right, I
it's
just
chaos.
disappear.
Then
Anyone?
we win, right?
Chaos ensues.
That's how it works. I disappear. If I can't survive the session 0, you win. We don't have to play. It's just. Anyone else want
But we
to?
can.
Anyone else want to talk about their character? This is your shot. This is your chance. I'm going to make you do it anyway because we're going to go through the questionnaire I sent you all. Come on.
Good thing I answered all of those.
Fine, I'll do it. No one else is.
Yeah.
God damn, you're all quiet. Okay, so I am playing. I shall bring up his profile. I am playing Victor is his full name. Victor Malleus. Everyone just calls him Vic. He's an old crotchety human battle master fighter. So you usually see him walking around the farmland or wherever he's assigned with a whip. No weirdness there, I assure you.
I don't believe you at all.
No,
100%.
but
Little sus.
yeah, Vic is a bit mysterious because he comes from a different continent and he hasn't really ever talked about why that happened, and why suddenly someone who looks like they've spent a very hard life is suddenly working on a farm. Yeah. I can go through the rest of the questionnaire if you want, Em, but
Oh, we'll get to those
yeah,
in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute.
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else want to talk about their dark, brooding, mysterious character?
Yeah,
Or-
me.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
So I am playing Chestnut Citron. She is a shifter College of Lore bard. So her shifter form looks much like a hedgehog. She grows these like spiky little protrusions on her back, which give her a buff to her AC. And she has like bright rainbow hair and is wearing like a really cutesy full dress and like a leather corset. And she has a really nice rapier. And she is just like really cute and bubbly looking, you know, a little thick. And just seems like she likes to have fun.
Everybody take a drink of water, by the way.
Oh.
What if it's
so
water
it
that-
begins.
Yep. Even in session 0, hydrate or dihydrate.
That's fair though.
Hey, they spent the points.
I
Might
don't,
as
Yeah,
well.
I don't think
I'm
the
the
main account has
only-
to spend points. Sorry, go on,
Ooh.
Kayla.
Yeah.
That's what I'm the only one that isn't goth.
Yeah.
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 Goth or emo.
Yeah,
You're the one that actually looks like you fit this like idyllic landscape.
Pastoral beauty.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all in this small farming town, all dressed in black, and then there's Chestnut.
It's amazing. All right, we got 2 left.
Okay,
wants to go?
next goth up, me. I'm playing Lucretia Bredmorphe. So, Lucretia, Arms of Morpheus. And they are a Tiefling Grave Cleric with a level of Sorcerer. And they have their own little graveyard and a little colony of bats that they take care of. And they're totally into mushrooms and studying poisons and stuff. The end.
Yeah.
I love her.
I mean,
Totally like a cleric to study poison.
Totally like a cleric.
Totally like a cleric.
I mean, who isn't?
Hey, you know what? There's
Like-
lots of kinds of gods, okay?
Yeah,
Know
that's
what I mean?
right. There's this Quinnis.
Yeah. All right, Maggie, what about you?
I'm playing Wisteria, and they are a changeling glamour bard. Depending on the situation and what form they take, they'll use different pronouns, but generally in
Okay.
their regular form that they kind of chose to hang around use single skins, they'll go by they, them. And
Cool.
they have a white and gold kind of like lyre that they play, and they are very cool. So cool.
I love the look that literally all of us gave at the same time. Like every single one of us is like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I know Clink is he, they, yeah?
Yep.
And then Vic is he, him.
Mhm.
What about Lucy?
Lucy is
Lucretia?
Lucretia, yeah. They, them, and yel because they're French, so that's the French pronoun.
Oh, nice.
All that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. And Chestnut?
She, her.
All right, now we'll that's more for I want to make sure I get those right. As much as I possibly can. I know with like changeling things can get interesting depending on what like visage you're wearing. But I just want to make sure I know everybody's pronouns for their character. And then we'll get into the character questions. I sent a little questionnaire just to get an idea of how the characters are. There are some secret questions, so you don't have to answer any of those here if you don't want to. But why are your characters in this part of the world? This is a pretty pastoral landscape. Really beautiful, like green fields and flowers and like fruit and stuff everywhere. Why are all these goth kids and Rainbow Baby here?
I mean, I can go first again because
Yeah.
I don't know all of the details of it. We'll have to figure that out. But because I am a monster hunter, that is like one of my background things. yeah, I'm just kind of traveling around teaching my apprentice and hunting monsters, like trying to earn money. So I'm probably, if not passing through, maybe there was like a job in the
Yeah.
area. So
There's always jobs in this nation and the one to the south as well, because there is so much commerce going on. They're always hiring people everywhere, even in the small towns. So yeah, even if it's just odd jobs, easy to find in this place for sure. Anyone else? Why is your character here? What do you think?
For me, I've just been working on jobs since getting out of Bard College. It was not as easy as I was led to believe to find a career and make good money and make a name for myself. So I've just been kind of wandering around, taking odd jobs and kind of looking for that spark that will start launching my career.
Yeah, cool. I know. I guess I did. I assume that there's like Bard colleges in the big city. I don't know if you want to make one up or
I think
both
you
of
should
you that are bards.
make one up for me. Maggie,
Um,
did we ever decide if we went to college together?
I don't think my character went to college. They are self-taught. But they
Nice.
but you know what would be funny? If they claimed to
Impressive.
go to your college.
That would be really funny.
So
Yeah.
they-
You went to the fake bard school.
Like Cassidy went to the fake Space Ranger school. No, what I think would be funny if like my character, because Wisteria, they're very much like they would want the credit for going, so they would just say that they did it. If asked when
Okay.
they graduated, some time ago, it's rude to ask a person their age.
He just kind of mumbles something.
Yeah, it's like they talk with a vocal fry anyway, so it's like hard to understand them because it's like this all the
Oh,
Pulse check, everybody.
oh, come on.
Oh, but Wisteria's on the continent doing stuff because they're a vagabond with no home. Edgy edgelord time.
There are no edgelords in this game.
There are no edge.
Zero.
If it's all edge, is there really any edge? That's why we have chestnut.
To
They're
make the
the
rest
center
of us actually
glue.
look edgy.
Gotta keep some balance, right?
Yeah. But yeah, they're like a mercenary vagabond. They do tasks for money and for fun.
A mercenary bard. That is one I've never seen.
Hmm.
Well, technically they're a criminal, but
Oh dear.
Same thing.
it depends on
Yeah.
what side of mercenary you take it upon. Criminals can be mercenaries if you think about it.
And mercenaries can be fine, upstanding citizens, especially in a place where you get paid to do literally anything.
Okay, where is my milking a cow mini game and shaving a sheep mini game then in the game?
I mean, I could make it.
I guess it would more just be like clippers, actually.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of technology, although there's like magical gadgetry.
The magical
Kind of.
1.8.
There's a lot of weird magical rocks in this
Oh, it's
place.
like those shavers I've seen on TikTok where it doesn't have a blade, it's just like a flat surface.
Oh,
That
yeah.
goes for the sheep.
A straight razor.
Shave her name into the sheep and then go.
I
Like
was
the CD,
here.
but fuzzier.
It's fine. All right. Anyone else? Why are you here? What are you doing?
Okay, so my character tends to wander a bit also, but to study plants in different regions. And
yeah.
sometimes they head to the city to just chill and do city things. See acquaintances, that kind of stuff, golf club, etc. and At
Hashtag
some
goth
point
things.
during one of those visits, they ran into one of the party members, still not sure who told them about this thing that's going on and decided to join in. So that is how they got there.
Nice.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
something I'm very curious about still.
What?
Was this right?
How we all know each other.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
Know
think
each
most
other
of
at
us
all.
met at the goth club.
could be.
Yep.
I know, I mean, premise-wise, there's a guy that's like the mayor of a small town that basically hired a group of people, hired you as a group of people, to take his recently harvested crops into the big city, so there's that. But you could have known each other beforehand. I don't know, whatever you want. What about Vic? Why is Vic here?
So Vic is here because he needed a fresh start after a war in his homeland, on his home continent. He needed to get away from all of that. So he came over here and took up the slightly easier life of guarding farms and farmland and doing odd jobs.
Yeah.
Especially as someone who's a bit more elderly, I suppose. He wants a bit of an easier, quieter life, I suppose. Especially after all he's been through. So yeah, that's why
Yeah.
he's here.
I
So
take offense
maybe,
to the term elderly,
yeah.
considering I am much older than everyone. Because I know for sure it's at least 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So,
But like, don't you
Yeah.
stop counting after the first death, Rick? No.
well, I've only died the one time, and
Yeah.
I definitely like don't talk to things that aren't there, or at least aren't there for everybody else, because I wasn't like buried for a long time.
How
Yeah.
many candles do we get to put on your cake?
I don't celebrate.
How many candles does Wisteria get to put on the cake as an excuse to eat cake by themselves?
As many as you feel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I tried 50 in real life for my dad's birthday. That did not go well. Do not do that.
It's a lot.
I think after 30 or 40 candles, then it's like
The cake is just on fire.
Yeah.
Fire
but
has
what
a
happened
cake.
is The
Like,
previous
dangerous.
lit candles started melting too fast compared
Yeah.
to the later lit ones, so half the cake was just like wax.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I know, like, my cousin's kid just had his birthday. He's only 8, but they put all the candles on the top of a volcano on the cake
Oh, that's
and
cute.
lit them all together, and it went.
Awesome.
It's like,
That's
Yay.
like when my friend put
Kidding.
sparklers on her cake, and then there were still burn marks in her table at her family home.
Oh,
nice.
well,
Nice.
that's memory right there.
God
there you
damn
go.
it, Rick!
I don't know what I was talking about.
What
What?
did
Rick wants a cake mimic with fire abilities for science.
Rick,
For
get out of
science.
here.
for science
mean,
though? It's for science.
Anyone planning on having a birthday?
Oh no!
I mean, Kayla and I have a while before our birthday. So.
We're not playing on my
Sure.
birthday. I'm running
Artemis.
something on my birthday.
Well, and Affy.
Oh,
happy.
there you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Cedar's pretty close, so, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we're all safe
Yeah.
for like at least like 6 months.
Math, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, we're pretty. We don't need to do math.
We're gay. We don't know how to do math.
Who
You have-
needs it?
You have really taken that and run with it.
Well, it's so good.
We play TTRPGs. We don't need math.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We let the software
Oh
do
my
that
God.
all for us.
Yeah, the computer does it.
The Vectair just took my idea and ran with it, and it's terrifying.
Cedar
but-
just erased the cake mimic
Cedar's making a cake mimic enemy.
Oh god.
and enraged it. And enraged it, so it's got advantage on us already.
Good grief.
That's mean, Cedar.
Peter.
Fucking
It's gonna be sticky toffee pudding.
that we all want to put in our mouth.
Cedar. Yes, and.
Everyone runs after the toffee pudding, trying to lick it. The toffee pudding decides to run away at the end.
As far as Cedar's dang freaking mimic, I just rolled a 9 for initiative.
Dang it. I wasn't ready for this.
It's all right. I got a 15. We're good.
Wait, I'm not ready. I don't even
You
have
did
a
say there
map.
might be role playing, so
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. I did say that.
Let's just all battle and practice our characters.
Speaking of which, what do any of you have family? Blood family,
anymore.
choice family, friends?
Really
family?
anymore.
Yeah.
No.
3,000 years old, hard to keep people around that long.
Yeah. I mean, like I
I
said in the thing I said, that, Sploss is kind of family, but I just don't tell him that because, feelings and stuff. Gross.
And he's your apprentice. So,
Yeah. I mean, that's for the living and, professional distance,
Yeah. Gotta keep it kosher.
Exactly.
Does anyone have family?
my family died.
The cinnamon roll.
Oh, yeah, this is a
Oh.
family.
It's not that great. I mean, I do have parents, but they divorced when I was really young, and I don't really talk to them that much because they're not.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're fine. It's okay. I see them on holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Send them a card, maybe. But
When you put 50 birthday candles on their cake.
no.
Try to burn the house down.
No, Wisteri does not have any family currently, but they do feel a kinship to other changelings.
Okay. Yeah, I know, Lucretia, you said they're all gone, right?
They're all gone. They're dead. They died.
Oh my god, we're all so edgy.
That was the assignment.
As far as
She doesn't, or they don't like to talk about it. It's the end.
makes 2 of
I
us.
did not.
Yeah, right.
I did not intentionally make my character that edgy, but then Emily was like, "Hey, what if we did this?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
I feel
What?
like Chestnut's going to break the most hearts, though.
100%.
Hey, anything is possible.
But yeah,
Probably
Anything is-
Vic has no family, and I'm not telling you why. Find that out yourself.
That's edgier than I was.
Yeah.
We shall.
Nicely done, Sophia.
It's all secrets.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Secrets.
Gotta have some of those. Who or what, if anything, if anyone or anything, does your character believe in? Anyone have any gods, demigods, just ideas that you won't follow? A creed of some sort?
I do, but then you terrified me, so we'll see how that goes.
I don't know if you even would know their name yet.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Just getting weird visions.
Wow.
But-
evil
But
inkling.
because I do talk to spirits that no one else can see. Maybe
Yeah.
Sethrude is one of those ghosts.
Could be.
Did you talk to our dead parents?
No, it's people who aren't your parents.
Oh, okay. Specifically, though.
Kayla
I'm
gets it.
putting
I
I
get
see
it.
dead people as your answer for that. Yeah, Zethrude is a relatively new, powerful being in my world. You'll all find out more about that later.
And that's the scary part.
Yeah. You don't
'Cause
know
I
who they
found
are
out-
either, really.
I found that out after. I was like, oh, this one sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It's not
Yes,
ominous
it
at
does.
all. I'm definitely not terrified of that.
I'm not the bad guy.
Yeah.
We don't have several characters that might be on the verge of evil. Definitely not.
Cedar's asking when can they guest star in the campaign.
I mean,
It's
a
only
mini-
6 episodes.
So episode 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told them they could play the cake mimic.
Oh my god. Peter would make such a great cake mimic.
That's the ultimate boss at the end.
Oh,
Trying to be the Sixth Sense, and this has become Ghost Whisperer. It is. It's only 6 episodes. I promise.
We'll see about that. Not including this one. Just
I
0.
definitely don't have a whole full campaign brewing in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not happening.
Mhm. That doesn't sound good.
Haven't heard that one before
Maybe
ever.
related to this or not, we don't know. What about anyone else? Anyone else have any gods,
Yeah.
beliefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
believe in Brustiana.
Hold on, let me look at my pronunciation.
The god of ambition and greed, neutral evil, she, her.
Yes. Bruxitana.
Bruxitana. The neutral, not the good one, the neutral evil. The neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also the goddess of vanity.
Yeah. 'Cause
But ambition's not necessarily a bad thing.
no. So they also believe in that life is a theater to which people fulfill many roles both on and off stage. That they must be careful around single skins, and that the arts hold an innumerable amount of power.
Nice.
But
I like that. I think you would probably know that there are lots of people in this nation in particular that also worship Bruxitana. I put like alignments with them so people know how they generally sit. But like the people of Nellis, the people of this continent in general, because there's so much trade that happens, like ambition and greed are things that people care a lot about.
Yes, but I will be the most ambitious.
It's gonna be fun.
It probably depends on the kind of ambition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
Be the very best that no one ever was.
Well, so like the random personality traits for the haunted one, which is my background officially. It's
Same.
like, oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Go figure. 2 goth kids haunted. You know, weird, right?
Yeah.
So like my
Stereotype.
so like I have I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me. I live for the hunt. I don't want to burden others with my curse, and I put no trust in divine beings. So like I may sort of follow a god, but I don't like trust them.
Yeah. Honestly, that makes sense.
Don't trust a hoe.
Exactly. Don't trust me. The lyric.
Yeah.
Give me that look.
Everybody loves the 2009 classic "Don't Trust Me" by Qorvae.
It's a pop.
Oh my gosh.
What? This is a bard. Are you not expecting song referencing?
I mean,
You have 2 bards.
yeah. Power bards.
Oops, 2 bards.
Oops, 2 bards. Oops, 2 fighters.
2 fighters.
And
One
one cleric
One cleric.
that
One
loves
cleric
poison.
poisoner.
Yeah. One cleric
Yep.
that loves poison.
Yeah,
Pretty
so
great.
for me it would be obviously evil doesn't run from me, I poison it at the end. Yeah, and let's see here. They do have a deity, but there definitely are trust issues around that deity for reasons that I won't get into right now. So
Weird.
They were building.
We're all so edgy. We all have trust issues, and yet somehow we're all together.
Justin's over here like, wow.
For anyone that played in
all love
my
and light.
Yeah.
for anyone that played in my secret GaryCon one shot, not secret, but for anyone that was in the GaryCon one shot, the place that y'all went was the plane of the god that is Lucretia's god.
Yeah, I
The-
remembered that because
yeah.
I was thinking about that as well. That Maggie and I are the only ones in this game who
Sorry.
Oh.
You brought back a
Thank you,
jello
Tesla.
world.
Thank you,
What?
Tesla, for that song.
No, didn't Rick and Offie bring a Jellamy back into the world?
we
Last
did.
night?
We did
Something
bring
like
Jello.
that.
It was like specifically, do not bring anything back because it might biologically spread.
Oh.
And I love that
No.
at the end of that campaign, everybody died except for Rick and I because Rick was an autonom and I was what are they called? What are you right now, Rick? A reborn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
So
I mean-
everybody else died and we lived ever after
Yeah.
with a
I
plane.
like
Oh
you
my
didn't
God.
add happily onto that.
Oh my god,
Yes.
but our characters could still be alive. That's the scary thing.
We could
dear.
still be in the game.
Oh my god, we could play two characters. at the
Getting
same
very
time.
meta.
So confusing.
We could play Jellybees.
I mean,
This is what Session Zero is for making all
Yeah.
this canon.
True.
well, technically, I mean, I did a one-shot on this channel in this world too, like hundreds
Yep.
of years, thousands of years before this happens.
Yeah.
So
Offie-
you could worship some people's previous characters if you wanted to.
the fire god, right, was Offie's character.
Yeah. Yep.
Twisted.
And I-
Fire.
I love how you're like, oh, there's no Warforged or anything, but I totally played an Autognome.
They were special.
It was a
Prototype.
one-shot.
Yeah, he was a
It was a
prototype.
different time.
Yeah, there wasn't any death, but I played a reborn. It was fine.
Yeah.
Everything's-
I forgot
Look,
that important detail.
I made the most lore-heavy one-shot, and it was a nightmare.
It was fun. I had fun.
No,
I
it was
know
amazing,
fun.
especially whenever Ryan rolled, was it 16d6?
Yeah, something like that. For
Yeah.
didn't you get a nat 20 or something?
Incredible.
It was fun.
A lot
To be
of
fair, we
D6.
were like level 13 or 14.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
14.
Yeah.
Strong.
And he got 20, so.
Anyone else have deities, interests in ideals, anything like that?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? You don't have to worship a god either.
So Vic believes in Plarus,
Oh yeah,
the deity of war and conquest, who is lawful evil. Just for also goes by they them
yeah.
as far as pronouns go. Vic believes in facing problems head on. Simple, direct solutions are the best path to success, and that might is his main ideal because in life as in war, the stronger force wins.
Hmm. True, probably. Find out.
Mhm.
We'll see if I can make anything balanced ever in this game.
strongest force is friendship, right?
Yes.
You only have 6 episodes to do it, so
Yes,
no
see,
pressure.
see the yes, he does eat.
Theoretically.
He eats the Bhenkar versions of MREs. Yeah, hardtack and black sludge coffee every meal. No wonder he's so crotchety. He hasn't had a good meal in
Yeah.
weeks.
yeah, no wonder.
Yeah,
He doesn't even drink coffee, he just eats like coffee grounds.
just choose it.
Yeah.
Grinding
Not
them
even
in.
a limited amount of coffee.
Grounds.
Force, as in the Force. Asparagus. The
I
superior.
love how nobody believes the 6 episodes. Nobody.
Look, this is all I have plans for, and I have class in the fall, so you can't make me.
It's debatable.
Or at least I will have class if I still have a job.
Weekends. You can play weekends.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. Vince.
Doesn't need to stay on the Tuesday night.
Yeah.
What about Chestnut? Does Chestnut care about anything?
No,
Other than
she doesn't
music.
care about- She doesn't care about anything.
That's
Never.
where Jessica's
Nihilist,
edgy.
actually. Yeah, this is where I come in as edgy. She's a nihilist. No, that's not true. She doesn't have any gods. She knows that they exist, but she doesn't care about them necessarily. Her ideals are that the world is in need of new ideas and bold actions, so creativity is the biggest driving force in the world. If you can't, be creative and try and solve your problems with a creative solution, then you will probably fall behind and
Yes.
suffer.
That's where you get really serious all of a sudden, like the most cheerful character, and then it's like me. I'm like, me personally, I would be totally fine with anyone until they touch my art supplies, and then I'm like, I will kill you for that pencil. You wasted my yellow. I get it. Cool.
Yeah, don't touch the yellow.
How many
Right,
inspirations
don't
can we
touch
bank?
my yellow. Oh gosh. Sure. We can bank 1 inspiration per character for now. How's that?
How do I? Where
I was-
is it on? Where is it on? How do I do?
I think we would
There's
just
a
have to like
box
Where
on
does-
your character sheet, and if
That's
you that says like inspiration,
Yeah, I
and if
see
you
that.
click it, a little sunshine will pop up.
Okay,
Oh,
that's all.
fancy.
And then I can try to keep track. Also, if more pop up, but
But what if we don't like sunshine?
Then you're wrong.
Why can't we change this to a pentagram?
it's a dark sun.
The dark.
There's also
Black hole
technically
sun.
Right. There's also technically no sun in Bhenkar.
Oh dear.
Perfect.
Into that.
Love it.
It's not really important. There's light and there's dark, and that's it.
It sounds like it might be important though.
I mean, it's important in my mythology. It's not really actually important.
Insight check.
On your own.
Roll with disadvantage.
religion.
Just
where's
kidding.
my
No,
dice?
there's like,
Fuck.
I mean, I can really explain it if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still Session Zero's 4, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So what's my insight on you?
On me personally.
Yeah.
The 3?
Wait, let me
It
roll.
really
a
always
die.
rolls
I need
a
a-
20.
She's cool.
What
Because-
if I rolled a 2 or a 1 though?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh fuck.
Hell
never
yeah.
roll a nat
Roll
20,
the
and this
DM
is the
rolls out
thing
of the
I
way,
rolled.
right?
First DM roll of the game.
Sorry, not sorry that I just jinxed that.
Set us up for success.
You think there's definitely a sun? No, no. The actual thing is that when there were 3 gods that created this planet, okay, and the god that created is like the god of weather. He also created like 2 sisters to control the sky, and so one of them is like daytime and one of them is nighttime, and they are basically fighting, and so they each have like control over 12 hours, and they just rotate around Bhenkar, and stay as far away from each other as possible.
Oh, I can relate to that. Like when my mom had to bring my sister and I on separate shopping trips because we tried to murder each other like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you do. You know.
So,
Sibling.
long
See?
story short, that's why there's day and night.
See, not even gods have healthy family
I like that.
relationships.
The
We're
weird
totally
mythology
normal.
is real in my world.
I feel like gods
Weird.
never have healthy family relationships. They're like usually very chaotic.
The 9 like main deities of this world are all siblings and they all hate each other.
That tracks.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't all hate each other, but they fight a lot.
Also, Kayla, I love how you say that.
I know nothing.
Here's a fun one. I always think this is fun just to think of like, I think it's helpful to think of in terms of like flavoring your character literally almost. Like, what is your character's favorite food and drink? What kind of person are they? What do they like to eat? What do they like to drink?
Wait. Rick, does your character eat?
I don't know, because that's a little bit vague on some of the stuff.
Yeah.
I just assume, like, if he does eat, he really doesn't care about it. He just does it, like, for sustenance. He does drink, though, and heavily. Like, he's really, anytime that he has downtime, he's just like, yeah, I don't want to, like, be here, so I'm just gonna drink.
Oh no, we have another drunk character in the campaign.
No,
Someone's
it'll be
always
fine.
gonna do it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Definitely won't lead to any problems later.
We won't have to be doing what I have to do every game and roll a drunk check on this one character. And if they're sober, they start taking penalties.
Listen,
Because
when
they
you've
get
lived for
hungover.
as long as- when you've lived for as long as I have, you know your limits.
What is your constitution? Oh, it's a medium.
Well, can't you also not be poisoned as a reborn?
No, I don't think that's a thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
It's not
It's-
reborn, because that's the rogue thing, I believe.
I forget what it's called.
It's
Uh,
it's the critical role one, the hollow
Yeah.
one.
It's the
Oh, it's
hollow
a different
one.
one. Okay.
Because
Oh, it's-
I forget, I'm a haunted one and a hollow one, so
Yeah.
Very one.
one together. Yeah.
So you would be a 2. I know math.
No, I'm just 2 ones.
2 ones. My character likes a charcuterie and cheese board. They are a person of culture. They love
Nice.
port wine, dark chocolate, pomegranate arrows, and red tea.
That's very fancy.
Absolutely
No.
not a peasant.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Like, one thing about Wisteria is, well, your characters eventually might realize Wisteria doesn't have a ton of money because they like to spend money. But you have to spend money to make money is also one of their philosophies.
Sure.
They're not as important as the other ones. It's more of an excuse to keep spending money.
Listen, I feel personally attacked as a person, not as a character.
I mean, look at all, like,
Sometimes you just need a little treat.
Spending money is fun sometimes.
Yeah,
Look how. Oh,
it's true.
Is that a frog?
yes, Oliver Frog.
Oh, I love
Oliver
him.
Frog for a tail, but he doesn't have a tail because he's a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
You can have a frog.
I mean,
Oh my
I-
god, his shirt says totally cute.
Yeah.
It's for the vent. It's
I
like a
love
butt flap. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
Sorry. Chestnut really likes fresh, crispy, juicy fruits. I don't know what kind of fruits grow in Bhenkar, but
Just juicy
Uh-huh.
fruit.
juicy
Like,
fruit.
really good.
Just
The
pretty
gum.
much like any fresh, like something picked off the vine or the tree, you know. Just like completely fresh and refreshing to eat, as well as a nice dark pint of beer. Nice chewy pint of beer.
Do we?
Also, now I'm just picturing Chestnut as always chewing gum. Like, that's never gonna leave my head now.
Wait, how do you chew a beer? Is this just something I don't know as somebody who doesn't drink beer? Is this like just funny?
It's just like a phrase, like really dark, like stout is like kind of thick because it has
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like brewed really heavily, you know? So it's almost like this sensation of like food instead of like liquid. Not like you're actually chewing it, but that's just like a
I want
turn of phrase, I guess.
Yeah. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucretia likes to forage, obviously, for different things and bake, and specifically loves sauteed mushrooms,
Ooh.
and not the poison kind.
That's
And
Sauteed
if you know the
psychedelic.
antidote, I mean, like, it's fine, but
It's like the
and a good
vibe.
glass of red wine. The end.
I do like Emily's suggestion though of the sautéed psychedelic mushrooms. Just casually.
Mm, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I do.
What about Vic?
For Vic likes a good old-fashioned roast dinner, like roast beef or roast chicken with like all the trimmings. Like, you know, you get in a pub or something.
Yeah.
Although apparently, according to Cedar, he's into like, you know, hardtack. Oh, no, that was yes. Oh, gout.
Tried
What?
coffee grounds.
No, they're moist coffee grounds.
Oh no, the M word.
No.
Anyway, his favorite drink.
Haggis.
His favorite drink, apart from sludge like coffee, according to Cedar and the others, is actually it's like mead. He likes a good sweet mead.
Ooh. Nice. Nice,
I feel like-
nice.
I feel like if we know each other, probably Clink and Chestnut would have bonded over like similar kinds of drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and probably because it was Chestnut's idea. Like Clink would not initiate that conversation at all.
Yeah, I'd buy him a pint.
Nice.
You all know like the wine ant stereotype?
Yeah.
That's how Wisteria gets. After like one glass of port. And it's kind of like one of those things of, are they actually drunk from that, or are they just want attention?
They're just letting loose a little bit now that they can.
Yeah,
Are you the fun kind of wine ant where we can like get you to buy us stuff when you're drunk?
definitely.
Sick.
That's awesome.
But probably also the wine ant who cries sometimes. You know.
Oh, like a lot.
Apparently,
Right, regularly.
Clink and Chestnut are already being shipped.
Yep. Seems like it.
Elnut. Elnut is what they're calling you to.
Oh my gosh. What?
It's just
Thanks, I hate it.
Spanish for the nut.
Oh boy, I'm afraid, Cedar.
I missed
El
all that.
Nutto!
Yeah, I forgot to check the chat for a little bit.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Last question. Do you have any little trinkets or things that are important to you keep with you? Your characters keep with you?
Yeah, I've got my moon-touched greatsword, which is like the
Yeah.
only thing I still have from my actual life, like my living life.
Yeah. Maybe you don't remember why. Or maybe it's the only memories you have.
I mean, we talked about it, and not everybody would know, but
Yeah.
you know, for season 0, like I do have some memories.
Yeah.
Mostly like horrible nightmares, but you know.
Do they come and go, or are they pretty just like, I have these few memories like set and that's it?
I definitely think that I would have some like kind of solid-ish memories, but not. I mean, they're mostly in the form of dreams, so I don't think
Yeah.
I know a ton about it. But we had talked about like that may or may not be something that we find out more about as we do these 6 episodes.
Those are some meaningful air quotes there, Rick.
I mean, you're just ignoring the fact that Emily's, you know, doing the beard stroking.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm the BBEG. I'm calling it now. I
The
don't know
BB
it, but
They're already shipping the BBEG and the like cinnamon roll characters together because that track.
of course, yeah. Enemies.
They're gonna save each other.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh no. Construction is happening.
Now we're-
outside? What's happening?
Oh, I thought we were just giving Emily horrible ideas to torment us all with.
I'm gonna mute this for a second while someone else answers the question of trinket.
I have my lyre, which is like an ivory/white with like gold paint around the. I play music, but I've never played a lyre. You know the part where it's like with the curves of the lyre. They also play the flute, but they normally play their lyre because like they can't insult people while they're playing their flute. They kind of have to like beatbox it then, and that's harder to do.
Okay, but that's impressive.
It is impressive. They also like they can dance easier while not using the flute, but they're working on it. You might see them practicing outside, just like throwing it back while playing the flute.
Oh
And then
my
they
god,
go,
it's
why
just
are you
it's
doing
just
this outside
Lizzo.
at the end? You haven't
It's
bought
not
a
Lizard.
Yes.
They also did buy you all each a bell and a whistle.
I have enough instruments, thanks.
Yeah, they're in the cart somewhere.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like an underlying bard feuds.
We could have a bard off.
We could.
We had a bard
Or you
off.
could
I think
form a jam band.
We can make bards out of the rest of you eventually, and we can go on world tours.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys could just be backup bards. It's fine.
Yeah.
you know, Sploss has both of my bells.
There you go.
He
That's
could
part of his
just put
training.
them as earrings and have the worst time ever. Can you imagine?
Actually Sploth turns out to be like one of the best like bell players in the entire group. And
Yeah,
we take him on
he's
tour
actually-
with us.
Yeah, he's an apprentice monster hunter, but eventually, like the end of this, we realize he can't hunt monsters to save his life.
He's like a handbell.
More
savant.
cowbell.
Other plot twist.
Tubular bells.
Thanks, I
When
hate
the
it, Kayla.
fairy gives you all these items, they'd explain the many uses. Like, for instance, you could like put a bell on a string, and then if somebody trips it, you could like know where they are. And also, you could like whistle in Morse code, but like you have to understand Morse code. If you don't, that's on you.
Who's Morse?
It's like this thing where you go beep boop, beep beep boop.
I think I've seen that guy. He's a
Anyone
really
else?
gold-looking gnome.
Totally inexplicably gold.
Totally normal. That's how gnomes look. I don't know what you're
That's
talking
how
about.
gnomes are. Don't give me ideas. Chat.
I think Chad's given us plenty of ideas at this point.
That's
I wanna
true.
see a jello meat.
And we have people already
There are
wanting to
two
guest star.
jellies at least.
True. Yeah, I don't know. Anyone else? Trinkets? Things you have?
Yeah,
Things you like?
Vic's primary trinket is locked up in a footlocker that usually he keeps somewhat close. Who the Dickens? We just got a.
Sir. Please leave.
Hello?
We have an intruder.
How do I kick this person?
I don't have
I'm
Mopra if
sorry.
it needs Affy or Artemis.
They're in chat like off your Artemis.
Yeah.
Help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Footlocker.
Before that incursion, yeah, Vic has a footlocker that clanks. Whatever's in it clanks around. If he moves, yeah, if you kind of jiggle it, but it usually keeps it close by. You don't unless you've actually seen him like unlock it and look in on it. Then yeah. No, Affy just came in to make
Get
sure
out
we
of
were
here,
okay.
Bernie.
Try and make sure, yeah. We're good.
But yeah, that's Vic's
Cool. A
trinket.
clanking footlocker.
There might be other stuff in that footlocker too. Actually, now that I look at his like other possessions.
That is not suspicious
Nice.
at all. I'm not concerned.
No.
by
There's
that.
a whole body in there now.
A whole clanking body.
Can you
Okay.
know your hopes and dreams? It's like Squidward.
Really?
Gnomes and halflings are small. They could
You're
fit.
telling the two old guys in the party that like, oh, your hopes and dreams are all locked in that chest. That's depressing.
But then you can just let them
Oh.
out. But your
Just
spirit
clanging around in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Maybe it's his dead lover. Who knows?
Never know.
Or not dead lover.
or undead
Yeah.
lover.
That's basically what I said.
Y'all are deranged.
There's a difference.
That's true. I'm not dead yet.
Don't remind me. I need to assemble my crew for that. Spoilers.
Anyone else? Anyone else have anything?
So Lucretia has a book in which they are constantly writing down all of their findings about all of the plants and things that they find. And also their trusty sickle, in case they find plants they want to take home. The end.
Nice.
Not suspicious at all. All of that is totally above board. Unlike everybody else's items.
Hey. Sweet.
Yep.
What about you, Kayla?
Yeah, Chestnut spent the remainder of her savings out of college on her +1 rapier that she is like very excited to have because she hyper focused on like sword fighting and melee combat training in school as part of my lore training.
Nice.
And became really obsessed with it kind of towards the end of my career. And so she is like super proud of buying it for herself and how it is like powerful than everybody else's swords. And then she also has a little memento that she always likes to wear, which is like a leather leaf, like hairpin.
Oh.
She always has her hairpin back. Just decorative, but it means a lot to her, so she wears it
When
all
you
the
said
time.
leather leash, I was like, "You're the secret goth, aren't you?"
Leather leaf.
Subtle.
Leaf.
Not a leash. You're thinking about
I'm
something
sorry,
else.
we're all too goth.
Rick, you're confusing Chestnut with Vic. Vic's the one with the whip. And apparently,
Right.
apparently he's probably got chains in the bloody chest as well, for all you know.
You know,
You definitely only use the whip for controlling animals on the farm. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clearly.
Animals.
whatever you want to call them.
Oh, I forgot to say Wisteria also has a small perfume collection because they like to smell nice.
Oh.
I hate it.
And then they also like the tiny glass bottles because they're pretty and full of pretty liquid. They
That's
would
true.
totally ask Lucrezia if they know how to make perfume. But maybe not out of mushrooms. Unless mushrooms smell good.
Some of them.
Maybe in this world they do.
Maybe.
How mushrooms work, Emily. Give me a lore up on that.
Yeah. Tell us about the mushrooms of this world.
Yeah.
There's so many. Let's see. Let me get my dictionary. No, I don't know.
Are there ones that like, like the big puffball ones? I like those ones.
Yeah, probably. I don't know a lot about mushrooms. I should find out.
Are there ones that look like they have a smiley face on them?
I mean, now you need to hyper focus because we have a week until
I
episode
know. Just
Oh,
1 week.
Yeah, the smiley face ones are the ones you don't eat. Just saying.
you have to eat the ones with the frowny face.
Ooh. Full,
How
like,
can you
Alice in
tell the
Wonderland.
difference? If it's like upside down, it might look like a smiley face.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What if you can only find
That's
a
why I
cat
take
in
a
the
lot of
town?
notes.
That's
Yeah.
why you try them all and you figure out which one makes you feel worse.
What's
Yeah,
that
'cause you
Terry
can eat
Pratchett?
any of them once. The
You're right,
end.
that Terry Pratchett
Right?
quote, right? He's the one that
Yeah.
said that. Every mushroom
Yep.
is edible, but some are only edible once.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, fair point. How, because we've like referred back to this a little bit. How, like, do y'all want to have known each other? Some of you?
I mean, I think we've already established that possibly Clink and Chestnut know each other, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that Lucy probably, because goth, has at
Yeah.
least like met us in passing.
Yeah. I'm guessing that because you said Vic basically has a job on the farm.
Yeah.
So, like, you could be the one, like, the farmhand that's kind of like, hey, I found these people. Let's hire them to help me take this stuff into town.
Yeah.
I was at the inn and I heard about it and I showed up on game day. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this job too. Didn't you hear? I'm totally doing it.
That tracks.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh my gosh. Have you watched Game Changer?
Yes.
Yes.
Love Dropout. If we ever got like Brennan Lee Mulligan or any of them on the show, I would be very happy one day.
Listen, I'll just have a heart
Honestly.
attack and it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Totally fine.
Totally fine. But yes, Wisteria would just show up and they would just, be there, and then they're insisting that they're going.
Like, yes, please pay me for this job that you definitely hired me for. Did you forget?
Vic, I don't know if Vic is senile.
No, but Claude might be.
Yeah.
Claude's the boss. Claude's the very nice boss, and probably would be like, even if I think Claude's the kind of person that even if he knew you were definitely not hired for this, if you came in and you were like, I'm here for this job too, he'd be like, okay.
I'm very confident that I'm here for this job, but later, maybe down the line if we come back, I'm not sure what Emily has in store and how we fuck things up. I was supposed to do another job,
Episodes.
so like
Six
Wisteria
episodes.
fully believed they were meant to be doing this job, but they actually were supposed to escort another card, and that never. Look, they had a little bit too much of the wine the other night. It happens. Sometimes you go on the wrong
It does
mission.
happen.
Sometimes you murder the wrong Baron. It's okay. It happens.
I think that would be funny.
I have to say, I'm really excited about the fact that I technically have 2 different fear effects. Just one is like less of an active, it's
Yeah,
more of a passive fear effect, and the other one is like I'm
for real.
just showing somebody my undead face. Yeah.
Seriously,
So
we
what
do
if-
have a scary
what is-
face off.
Right? Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be useful
Ooh.
when you become the BBG. It's fine.
The
Spoilers.
whole party is actually the BBG.
I mean, if your friends can accept you at your scary face, then you know that they're really your friends.
It's true.
That's
True.
true.
Noted.
Cool.
I mean, we're just gonna out edgelord each other.
Yeah.
While I sit back and watch.
The goth
Yeah.
off.
That's just all of episode 1, maybe part of episode 2.
Just write a full set of stand-up jokes based on the rest of the party.
Roast. And not the dinner kind. Oh, I haven't had a proper roast dinner in so long. The ones in England were so good. I'm really hungry right now. I was napping for a second, and I didn't wake up in time to eat. I'm really hungry. And we're talking about delicious food, and I'm like, man, I want charcuterie.
We can wrap up because I did say this would not be that long of a session.
I
It's
want
been like 2
poisonous
hours.
mushrooms.
We believe everything you say, Emily. I
Yes.
just want you to know that.
We trust you.
It's all facts.
Well, trust is a strong
It's
word
definitely all
considering
facts.
some of the conversations we've had.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know what
fair.
you mean. Everything's fine here. Everything's beautiful. There's like luscious
Totally.
fruit everywhere. It's great.
Totally, every time I say that, nothing's on fire.
It's the
I mean-
happiest place on earth.
We're not on Earth.
Bhenkar.
Good catch.
Sus.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, I guess yeah, we could kind of close out. I know I said we'd do maybe a little bit of RP at the end if anyone wants. I can kind of explain what the
I'm
journey
down with
is.
RPing. I have now or for later's, which
I mean, can we establish how we all know each other then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can
Sweet.
May I prevail upon us to take a quick break first, just for
Sure.
bios and such?
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's do it.
So
Yeah, because it's been a couple hours.
yeah.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back.
do I
Oh.
Murder, obviously.
What
Murder?
even are we here for?
Murder?
Already? God damn it.
Murder. Oh, sorry. What? Hi, people.
Hi.
Sorry, we're just talking about our murder plans for later.
Like
Later,
you
meaning
do.
right- So
Welcome
anyway,
back. We're here and we're back. And we're gonna talk about how everybody knows each other. All the characters. How y'all met.
Was it murder?
Was it murder?
We bonded over murder.
Damn it, Vic.
I think that Wisteria, when they met Chestnut, definitely tried to gaslight, gatekeep them boss their way into saying that they also wanted to attend college and building up a repertoire with them because of that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Can we maybe like roll something here to see if I would know that I'm being gaslit or like believe them or not?
Sure.
Do you consent to the gaslighting or not?
Yeah.
You could do deception versus insight if you want.
Sure, let's do it.
Oh wait, it
Man.
rolls on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled a 15.
Mhm.
Are you okay with me lying to your character though?
Yeah, me as a person, yes.
Yes.
You as a character? Eh.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I totally went there, you know.
Oh my god, really? Where did you major? I'm surprised I didn't see you around, like, on campus and stuff. You would be, like, super recognizable, you know?
About that, you'll see why you might not have recognized me later, because sometimes I look like this, but sometimes I look different.
Oh, that's very handy to have as a bard.
Yeah, it's, you know, maybe they're born with it. Maybe they're also born with it.
Maybe they're born
Also-
maybe they're born with it, maybe it's changeling.
How do we kick Emily out of this game?
Oh no.
So yeah, I like
Oh, God.
majored with the lyre and the flute because I'm versatile. It's
I'm
hard
sure-
to play both of them at the same time. So far, I can only though play like a few notes on the lyre and like maybe a few notes on the flute at the same time.
Well, you'll get there. You know, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but pan flute is my specialty, so perhaps we could like jam together sometime and like see what we come up with, you know? Wouldn't that be like
That would
super
be
fun?
so cool.
Yeah, that'd be like so fun.
Yeah, what if like you play two instruments at once? Because we could have like a 4-in-1.
Well, I need at least one hand to play the pan flute. But you know, I could probably set. I'm trying to see what actually I have.
Could you like play a bell?
I could, you know, I'm actually like I have a like really good rhythm, so I bet I could totally play the bell and the pan flute at the same time.
I've been trying to like figure out how I could put like bells on my shoes and stomp around, but it's hard to play them in sync while also playing the flute and also
Yeah.
the lyre.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm more of a dancer than a singer, so if you're able to like sing and play, and then I can dance and play, then I think we could really have a good act together.
Yeah, I can kind of like beatbox with the flute,
Ooh.
but yeah, it would be better if you had the bells and the dancing because I don't. I'm just working up to it, you know. I'm working on my magnum opus, and think about how cool it would be if like we collaborated and made like a really cool mix scroll.
Yeah, a mix? Oh my god, I think I would love that.
It would be really fire. People would be
I
like,
think
"Oh,
that
is this like
I mean-
Fireball?" And then it's like, "No, it's just, like our music."
I can totally see that. I've been looking for that kind of hook myself, so I think that's a great idea.
Mhm.
This is wild.
I love the idea. I love the idea that like Olaxon is sitting at the bar, like listening to all of this, just like not looking at them, and Sploth is probably like really interested.
Oh my gosh, do you hear what they're saying? It's like the most amazing. That sounds like the coolest upcoming band I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if we like know about them before they really get famous? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
Sploth,
love
that's a
you.
really good
I love
point.
you so much right now.
We could just give you an autograph now, and then it'd be like worth something later. Wouldn't that be really
It'd be
cool?
worth like so much money someday. Oh my god.
Well,
Like,
okay.
gold pieces. They're not like-
Wisteria, what do you think? Should we give him an autograph? I mean,
Yeah,
it's not too premature, is it?
I've been practicing my signature while also practicing the flute and the lyre and the bells at the same time.
You are
It's like-
so talented. I don't think I could do all that at once.
Yeah, I have to tape the pen to my elbow.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get like a consistent signature, but like, isn't that like us? Because we also always are changing and evolving.
I'm still
So
working
deep.
on my brand.
Did you also study philosophy? Because that's like quite a quote.
No,
Was that your minor?
no. My minor was in, isn't everything a major if we commit to it?
Oh well, I guess that's the beauty of lore college, right? Is that you just come out undecided forever. So
Hmm. Because if we were to decide, then wouldn't our journey and story be over?
I'll...
Do you hear this? They're like true freaking artists. Oh my gosh. This is like, they're gonna get so famous someday that we're gonna be like in on it. We could be like their roadies or something.
Olaxon still
like
just, like, has his like hand covering his face. He's like, Bloth, I have told you 1,000,000 times. We don't talk to strangers.
He's like
Well-
ignoring you. He's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
tiniest, most pathetic
Fangirling.
little frog man.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if you like want to get to know us, you could, because then we wouldn't be strangers. And
Rick, did we decide if we know each other yet?
Oh no, this is how we're meeting. We're role playing it right now.
Okay.
It's happening.
I will mark off a piece of paper from my character sheet, because I'm going to. We're going to give him an autograph. And I do have an ink pen I can sign it with, and I would hand it over to Chestnut to sign.
Okay, it's like very big, curly Q cursive letters with like a heart over the I for
Is it
Citron.
also, is it also bubble letters?
No bubble letters, just really good like cursive calligraphy.
yeah. Like scrapbook handwriting kind of.
Absolutely.
Wisteria's looks like, you know how like a doctor would sign things?
Just a scratch.
Yeah. An aggressive scribble.
And like, you would notice like they like do the W, and then like after the A they kind of like draw a line down towards the end, and they have like flowers coming off of like.
Ooh, that's cool.
Nice.
Fancy.
I like that.
I had to do it real quick.
Yeah, let's see it. Well, here you go. Sploth, was it?
Yeah, that's my name. Like, I remember my name.
I'm really good at names.
What else my name?
Well, you keep this safe, Sloth, and if we ever make it big, then you can say that you were there for the beginning.
He's like, it's like his most treasured possession now.
If he'll let me, I want to give him just a little kiss on the forehead.
Aw.
Oh, he's like, turns like full red.
Oh,
If it-
is he already green?
Yeah. He's like
Yeah.
green. He's like green and goldish.
Yeah. Is anyone
Hold on,
else in
I'll put it
the
in the chat.
bar? Club?
Oh yeah. So I mean,
Whatever.
while this is going on, Olaxon is absolutely paying his tab, and then like as you know, Sloth is blushing and just gushing over these two bards. He's just like, "Come on, let's go." Snaps his fingers, already walking out the door.
Okay.
In such a
okay.
hurry, where are you going?
Don't worry about it.
But
Dangerous
Okay.
business.
We
If-
thought Sloth at least would want to stay for our performance, but you know, if you got somewhere to be, then that's fine.
Yes, we have a job.
Cool.
Much more
Cool,
important.
Maggie.
what's your job? Why don't we have to worry about it? What if I want to worry? Sometimes it's good to feel something.
When you say that, Olaxon's just like,
That's not very goth of you.
Oh no, he feels a lot of sadness. He's just not going to tell people about it. He's going to brood about it like a real goth.
He doesn't write like poetry or anything.
He's not going to tell people about his poetry. He's going to write it in the cemetery at midnight.
Like a
First, he's
normal
gonna find it if it's in the cemetery.
Not in the bar.
Which is definitely probably where you meet Lucretia, because it's like
Yeah,
her freaking cemetery. It's
absolutely.
their cemetery.
I
for
was
sure.
gonna dig a plot here. Why are you writing poetry on spot?
This is where I'm cultivating my poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah,
You
I
shouldn't
feel like
sit on that.
I feel like Sploth probably does not follow very quickly at all.
No.
Dragging
It's like,
behind.
This is their performance. We're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss their debut.
Our debut, exactly.
You're gonna miss your ride if you don't hurry.
Love Lauren.
There's love.
He's so pathetic.
I love him.
He is this campaign's Galir. I hope you're ready for it. He will
He's-
die every time.
What
Yeah,
did
just
you
like-
just say, Emily?
What?
What?
Nothing? Nothing.
What?
He's just an innocent little bean.
Yeah,
Which nothing bad will happen to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
Mm.
I do feel like Sploth probably still would be walking super slow and probably almost even like try to convince the others to like tag along in some way.
To the graveyard?
Just follow us. Just follow us.
I mean, I'm not contracted to play here tonight, so I guess we could go if you want to. What if we like sung to the spirits because we're good people and we care about like the dead?
I mean, graveyards like are kind of weird, and I was gonna like stay here and like work for like a hot meal in a nice room. So maybe I'll just like see you later because you're gonna be here, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you need a nice meal in a hot room, I can buy you one if we're gonna collaborate later. I don't really mind. I got like.
I mean, that's nice, but like I can work for my room. It's pretty easy, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you
I
do
guess-
that? I mean, isn't that how you've been getting around this whole time?
Yeah. And other things, but yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Sure. As you know, you gotta make ends meet sometime.
Okay.
But yeah, I have to like get ready for that, so maybe I'll just catch you later.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hey, frog guy and scary guy. I heard you're going somewhere. Can I
Yeah.
tag along?
Olaxon was definitely like outside still, kind of listening, just to make sure that Sploth doesn't,
Die.
get taken advantage of. Yeah. Or die.
Get advantage of.
He's very fragile little bean. And so sticking his head back in, he's just like, the dead don't need your sympathy. They're the lucky ones. And he like grabs Sploth by his like coat and yanks him
Jesus.
outside.
The mood of it all.
Alright, I guess I actually am going to perform because the dead are lucky or whatever, so they don't need us. Or like the arts, which I think is kind of insensitive because like shouldn't they still be allowed to have joy? Like, do the dead not care about music? When I die, will I like lose my whole identity?
Wow, that's heavy.
I know.
I could really write a song about that.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Thank you, Frogman and Scary Guy. Bye.
I pull out my yarding, which is like some kind of like guitar, apparently, and start like plucking some bass notes for this like very dark goth song about losing your creativity and death.
I
Yeah.
love
thought
that
coming.
not his base.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, did I hear that people are like following along? Is that the case?
No, I think we both decided to stay back in the end because the dead don't need us.
Yeah.
Also,
Well.
cemeteries are weird, apparently. So those are the two reasons.
Reasons.
I love that Wisteria just like tries to gaslight, but then falls to peer pressure immediately.
They have a lot of dread inside of them, but also like it's fun to avoid the dread.
Just dissociate. It's fine.
Yeah, also write a cool song about it.
Same thing.
You know what I think would go really good with this song as like part of the like bridge would be this like really melancholy bagpipe sound. I actually studied bagpipes in the school and I'm really good at them. I don't have any, but if we could find some, I think that'd be really cool.
Okay. I look around. Are there any bagpipes?
I mean, there was a bullywug, which is basically like a natural.
You
bag.
can play a bullywug though.
Play the bullywog.
I don't think he's into that.
Is there a bagpipe around? Do I have to make a bagpipe check?
Can Maggie roll for bagpipe?
Go for it.
Would I roll investigation or perception?
Sure, like an investigation. See if there's any music stores and whatever
Yeah.
town you're in.
I love that Sploth already has an inspiration. Not the rest of us. Sploth.
No.
I rolled a 5.
Nothing. No music shops for miles, but probably in the city.
Why don't you ask somebody if they know somebody who has bagpipes or if they have
I mean,
bagpipes?
this is more like a work in progress. I wasn't going to do it for my set tonight. I have the pan flute and then the yarding, and that's usually enough for me. But just like, since we're going to work on this together, that's kind of where I'm going with this in general. So maybe, you know, keep an eye out.
Yeah, this one time at bar college, somebody got their bagpipes stuck up there, and then like there's like a sound that goes across, like somebody's yelling at the tavern, so you don't hear the story.
Oh yeah, I think I was there. I think I was there for that party. That was wild.
Yeah, thankfully, like there was like the cure wounds and stuff. But like I feel like that caused more of an emotional wound, which cure wounds cannot heal.
Emotional damage.
I haven't got that
it's
one.
like-
I have this though.
Where are you?
Oh.
Nice.
The soundboard, yeah.
Fitting.
Do we want to cut away to?
Yeah, where I guess do you imagine that this would be happening in this small town where like you might have this job?
Oh, absolutely. Like we were
Okay.
probably just here, you know, to relax.
Passing through?
Yeah, and you know, as we were here, we picked up a job. You know,
Yeah.
probably something even at the cemetery, like maybe some, you know, undead without as much intelligence.
Yeah. Basic zombie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basic zombie with the good hair.
Yes. I mean, so let's see. So the town is, what did I call it? Tanza. And I mean, it's not that big, but there's a lot of like really nice fields around. You can tell that the dirt underneath is like that black, like really rich soil.
Drinks. So
Always listen to the cool goth lady.
Always.
I mean, if he happens to catch the show, whatever, it's no big deal. You know, it's not why he was there.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you can have a beer, and me and Monsieur here, we're going to watch the show, but you can sit on your own, have the beer. It's good. No.
Yeah, he's just shaking his head and walking away.
Okay. So you and me, we go back to the town. It's fine. It's fine. We check out this show.
I think at this point, like, workers are coming in from the fields too, probably getting a drink at the end of the day. Which means Vic would probably be done with his work as well. And there's like one bar in town, because it's not that big of a town. So, yeah.
Hmm.
That could be this,
I kind of want to know about this performance, though.
yeah.
Just saying. Think I need to see that role played.
Yes.
Well, so I just want to say that I took the entertainer background, so my feature for that is that I can perform pretty much anywhere for a place to stay and food, but that also people can come to recognize me in town after I've performed there enough. So
Nice.
Is there a gong by chance at the pub?
Gong?
The show is getting better all the time.
Okay, let's see. What kind of... I'll say you could do... like an investigation for either a real gong that would have a fairly high DC
Could I find like a pot lid?
or a lower DC of something you could use as a gong.
Yeah, could like
Yeah.
I go over and ask like one of the barkeeps and be like, could I like borrow a pot lid and back soon? I'm not going to. I'm just gonna bang it once.
All right. Sure.
Yeah.
This like kind of beefy looking lady. That's the barkeep.
Yeah, like a
Like
big...
goes back to the kitchen, grabs a pot lid, brings it out to you. It's like cast iron, just a cast iron lid, but
All right.
pretty big. It'll do.
Let's get this party started. I am going to use from my inventory a crowbar to play it as a gong during like part of the song. So like kind of like maybe at the beginning gong it, and then like as like more people are coming in from the streets, gong it again. That's the verb I assume for playing a gong, is to gong it, right?
Just gong it.
Yeah.
gong it.
Yeah.
I have
Gong.
proficiency in the gong, so why not gong it?
Do it.
For the rest of the performance, I will be playing. I will be singing while beatboxing on the flute.
I'll
So you're-
say
Boxing?
What?
You're flute boxing?
Yeah, flute boxing.
I'll
And every
say
so often, I will, during the part where I gong, I will have to, I will just play one sustained note on the flute.
oh man.
This is very
Um,
experimental music.
I'll say, are you playing together, both of you, or you're doing this one?
Well, I was kind of waiting to see how this goes for Wisteria, because it's obviously very like new and experimental, and I don't necessarily want to get involved unless I can tell that like they're getting into the crowd's getting into it. I'm
Okay.
kind of just like sitting back and like pretending to be
Nodding.
supportive. Yeah, exactly.
Marvel performance.
100%.
Yeah, go for it.
23.
Oh dang. Okay.
It ends up being amazing.
Right.
Like, okay, this
Yeah,
kind
like-
of slaps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's weird and wonderful. And you like look back at the buff lady barkeep that gave you the pot lid, and you just see a super like same stern kind of stoic face with a single tear. Rolling down, like she's like, you could tell she's like proud of you
Yeah,
for how you use the cookware.
yeah. Once the set is done, Wisteria uses the effect of their what's it called again? Let me look. My inventory. Oh no, it's in alphabetical order. How do I Hold on. I don't remember what it's. Oh, it's called a cloak of many fashions. So I can change the style, color, and apparent quality of the cloak. So like, I do like an. I've never seen Frozen, but I think partway through she changes her dress.
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Ooh,
But yeah,
like that.
I make
She-
my outfit like silverly, like my like.
Oh,
like
that's
my
cool,
clothes.
actually.
That's just really cool.
Yeah.
And then I bow dramatically, and I go to return the gong. Yeah.
Wisteria, that was incredible improv there. I haven't seen a performance like that in a while.
Thanks. I'm excited for yours. You know.
Well, I hope
if
I can
we
live up to
can't-
it.
If we can't entertain the dead, we can at least entertain the living. And maybe,
You know what, good
maybe
point.
undead. You can't just ask somebody if they're undead or not, obviously. That's rude.
Are there many of those around here? I'm not totally sure.
The
If I've
living
met
or
any of
the
them
undead?
before. The undead. I've met plenty of living people. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm living. Just like
Yeah.
status out there. But
Okay, thanks for sharing. I'm also living.
yeah, nice.
Just
nice
so we
to
all
meet
know.
Yeah, I like heard there's like a cemetery. I've walked past it before, and it like it smells good, not like because it has like I assume people in it, but it smells like somebody's cooking. And like
That's
sometimes
the cemetery. The nice frogman and that weird guy we're talking about. I think.
maybe they went to go get lunch there after they I don't know
Mm.
did Frogman and Spooky Guy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag
I don't
frogman
know
spooky
what
guy.
they
It's like their superhero names. Frogman and Spooky Guy.
There is a Frogman in Marvel, but actually there's two Frogmen in Marvel, but that's different.
Are there really? Oh my god.
They just have boots that make them jump really high.
Lord.
Yeah. but-
Okay, I guess I'll do my performance now.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mine is gonna be more of like a dance number, because
Okay.
I studied dance a little bit, so I really like it. So I have a little hand drum, so I just like tap out a beat, and I cast dancing lights
Oh, yeah.
to kind of like get people in like a little bit more of a party mood, and I set like a pretty high tempo beat and dance around for a few minutes.
What do your dancing lights look like?
That's a good question. I can do 4. So in this particular instance, it's like red, green, blue, purple. And they all
Nice.
kind of like blend together, you know, in the center.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I also need a roll performance.
Yes. Go for it.
It was a crit fail.
Oh no.
I think someone gave both of you inspiration. So
bless,
you're welcome
bless.
to use it if you would like.
I
Probably
shall.
Artemis.
Oh
Right.
yeah, Artemis.
Hmm.
Yep.
It was a
Oh
crit fail again. That's bullshit.
Ooh. Could I assist somehow?
It was an
to make
8.
it
Total.
Not as bad seeming.
So I feel like
Sure.
probably around this time is whenever Alaxon and Sloth come back in, and just seeing this disaster, I'm just gonna be like, Sloth, come on, let's go. And he's just trying to like cause an even bigger scene.
Second wind.
I am going to oh, wait, hold on. I don't know how to close this. Oh no. I don't know how do I close the game log on the side?
Oh, there should be something at the bottom that's like clear all or clear roles or something like that.
Can't you just click on your
yeah.
character sheet?
Or like an
I
X.
was trying to see it, but everything was overlapping.
Mhm.
While you do this, and you're having some problems, I am going to cast Prestidigitation and like make like a bunch of sparkles kind of fly out of you, like Dazzler moment.
Okay.
It kind
So
of
you're-
covers the
So you're
steps.
drawing more attention while
Well,
Alaxon's
she's
trying to-
covering the fact that I'm not dancing well with like sparkles, you know.
So it's distracting because it's shining
Everybody
and then
loves
there are all
sparkles.
these lights.
Ugh, how
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Splouth still loves it. He's like
Yeah.
up for it, like,
Yeah, with the lights and the sparkles.
yeah,
I would be entertained.
easily impressed.
And I
While-
tagged
while
along with
Lax-
them.
While
Oh.
Alaxon is like trying to cause a scene to like distract from the performance, yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time for everybody.
Yeah, Chestnut is super embarrassed when the performance is over and starts biting her nails. She's very unhappy.
And Alaxon just immediately goes and sits next to her and is like, "Get her another one for me."
I hope you're paying, because I don't think that performance is going to cover my tab.
I've got you. It's fine.
Hey.
Thanks.
there-
What's your name?
You can just call me Alaxon.
Laxon. I'm Chestnut, Citron. I'm from around here, usually. But, you know, I like to travel around a lot, so... Of course, you know, after a performance like that, I don't know how welcome I'll be in some of these places, but, you know, we'll see.
I don't know what you mean. I didn't see anything. I was too busy with my incompetent assistant.
Oh, that frogman, Splouth, was it? That's your assistant?
Yeah, he's my intern.
He's a treasure. I really hope he gets promoted soon. Whatever it is you two are doing, give him a raise. He seems very happy to be here.
I'll get right on that. I will double his pay.
This is nothing.
Yeah,
Definitely
double
nothing.
nothing is still zero.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll have to talk to him about that later. You know, we gave him a one of a kind, rare edition autograph earlier that would be worth some money as well. But I just really want to see him succeed. He's just seems so sweet.
Well, you know, he's not the greatest apprentice ever, but maybe one day he'll make a good monster hunter or bait.
What kind of monsters do you hunt?
You know, the spooky kind.
I actually don't know. I don't know much about spooky monsters, actually.
Oh, I mean, this is absolutely Alaxon's special interest, and he like pulls out this tome
I
full
know.
of different monsters. It's called the Monster Manual, actually.
Oh, okay. Did you like draw all these pictures or?
It's a family heirloom, actually.
Wow, it's in great shape.
Mm-hmm. Totally normal.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Which one's your favorite?
You know, I'll kill them all. It's fine. Don't really have a favorite.
Okay. Well, that's a very interesting job that you have. Is that what brings you here?
Well, it was, but I'm like looking over at Lucy. That one apparently already took the job. So
Oh, there are other jobs. It's okay. You will find something. Do not worry.
Oh, well, I don't know what all of you are doing, but I'm here for a job. This person asked us to, or you know, put a job out to take some crops into the city. So that's kind of why I'm here, is to just pick up a little bit extra money, you know, and travel back to the city because it's been a while. So if you need some work, perhaps we could squeeze you guys in.
I
Sounds
mean,
interesting.
at this point, we're a little bit strapped for cash. So I guess we'll do it if we have to.
Thanks for the pint, by the way. Then.
You know, I mean, felt like you needed it after that.
Yeah,
How much
I
that we
don't
can see.
want to talk about it, but you know, I appreciate it.
Don't know what you mean.
Wisteria walks over now, having like an empty glass of wine. And is just like, oh, what don't we want to talk about?
All of the dead people in the cemetery, Wisteria. Remember, we have to treat them with respect.
Oh, yeah. Apparently it's bad to gossip or
Hmm.
something. Anyways, I enjoyed your performance. We all have our off days, but that just means I'll have to see you again, right?
Yeah, I can do much better. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you sometime.
It's always hard going in a new place because like the acoustics and like the floors are different.
The acoustics for sure, and like the floor was like kind of sticky. I'm not really used to that. You know, it kind of threw me off. The
Yeah.
beat, yeah,
Ross is
I
like
totally
right
know
there
you're
nodding along, like he totally understands what you're saying.
It's the floor sticky because of sloth.
Mm.
You know,
He
did
did say
say-
he was quite
He needs to
moist.
say he stays moist. Yeah,
see, you guys weren't there for that. You guys weren't there for that.
that's true.
Oh, out of
Drip-
character. Is
Dripping on the floor.
Everyone does. So
Uh,
Maria goes like, so like, I'm gonna be in town for a bit because I have a job at like a vegetable guy. I think.
Uh-oh, there's a poll. Sorry to cut the roleplay, but there's a poll. Will Elson and Chestnut end up together in 6... Wait, what? Who the
How do you-
fuck is shipping
how do
me
you-
with Wisteria?
Yeah.
Vic hasn't even been in any of these scenes yet.
No, Vic is on the farm.
For life.
He's like just getting in from the fields at this point,
Yeah.
trying to make sure he's got enough
I-
people to take in the crops.
I love that it's currently. Oh, no, it's going up.
It's currently
Oh, no.
Wismic for life. The imaginary couple that have been both
It's
of which
like,
have been created by chat.
Session 0 and it's our
And,
people are getting
Pat-
shipped.
With
How?
Overwatch, they've never interacted, but everybody just ships them really hard in the beginning.
Fucking hell.
I did see someone say like some sort of trio as well.
Yeah, I think that they're now assigning molecules. El Nutzia.
Yep.
Let's see.
So,
Do you
I don't
like,
even.
Make it a little poly try there.
yeah, oh my god. Wait, you look are you the scary like ghost lady who hangs around the cemetery?
I do not know that's how I would qualify myself, but maybe this is what some people say. I don't know.
Yeah, like
I live there sometimes with my bats.
so
Not
are
bad. What are their names?
There are so many. I
Oh.
don't have time right now.
Do we get to meet them? I really like animals.
Someday, yes. They love visitors.
Oh, great! I've
At
never
night.
met a bat before.
Mm.
why
They're
does the
beautiful.
cemetery smell good?
Oh, my baking. You should try it sometime.
I
I
love
take notes
bacon.
all the time of the things I make. You should come have some. It's very nice, very cool. Not dangerous at all. No.
That makes me think it's dangerous, but the kitchen is technically the most dangerous room in any household.
Yes, because of the knives. Not anything else. Don't worry.
I was thinking like the fire,
you
but
have some
knives
food.
are also dangerous if you think
Yes.
about
Yes, it's true.
it. Yeah, especially
But yes.
have you ever seen like a knife on fire? That's like double dangerous.
No, not yet. Not in my kitchen, anyways. But I will look forward to it. Perhaps it will happen one day. I don't know.
Yeah, I knew a guy who
Have you
swallowed
seen this?
swords and who also sucked. And then there's
Oh.
just like the noise again from the tavern that blocks everything out. It's the same guy who did the bagpipes. You remember him?
Sloth?
There's a guy with bagpipes.
Yeah, the guy with the bagpipes, and he also had the flaming sword. He was like, it's not good to compare, but he was more experimental than me. But like because of that, he was kind of the jack of all trades, injuries of all. He got hurt a lot because he didn't know what he was doing.
Tracks.
I see. Yeah, it's very important when you swallow the sword, especially if it's on fire. You have to know. It doesn't go.
Yeah, hearing this comment about getting hurt, not knowing what you're doing, Olaxon just like glares daggers right at Sploth. Doesn't say anything, just like giving him the death stare.
He's probably like trying to get to the bar, but like walking into people because he's small and clumsy, and
He's just a little guy.
he's just
Just
a little guy.
guy. Love him.
Small.
Where's
I have
Where's
to ask
Vic,
in the
by
interest
the
of
way?
my-
Vic is not here because Vic is over at the farm.
Okay.
I have to ask in the interest of my apprentice, are there any cute boys here? Because, you know, he would be very distracted by that.
I don't know if there would be anyone else young enough. Well, I think like once the like farmhands come in and stuff, there might be. You know,
Some,
fall for a
Some
cute young farmhand.
farm boy in his plaid.
Yeah, like, you know, a farmer's tan kind of situation going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Corn fed.
Yeah. He turns like bright red again, probably. And then it's like goes, because he's also not charismatic for sure. So he's gonna go stand in a corner and stare at his like little signatures.
Chesta would actually like wave him back over. Sploth, before you go over there, and she like pulls out a few copper pieces and puts them in his hand.
What's that for?
If you go buy them like a gift, like a beverage or a snack, that will really help open up the conversation.
Well,
And I give him a little pat on the head. You got this.
I don't know about. And he's like mumbling.
At least offer to pay for their snack or drink and see what happens.
Can I give him a bardic inspiration? I just like
Whoa.
just like doing a doo 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 doo. I'll expend the use of that on my character sheet.
Sure, he'll
How do I do that?
he'll just like
I'm not going to be the third godmother and give him like possibly poison pastries to give him just for the record.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cedar
the
already
bardic
already has inspiration.
It's
Wow.
true, he does.
You can use it.
I
Well,
mean,
I
he'd
guess-
probably just like
True.
go get an IPA or something. Like, he doesn't know.
So cool.
Or like a cider, like a hard cider. And then just like walk up to someone silently and be like, "Gots to this."
Just leaning over to Chestnut, Olaxon's like, he's never that quiet on missions.
Always
Oh, well,
ruins
then
the stealth
consider this
check.
a blessing.
I know, he's learning.
Finally opening up.
No, we want him to close down. Keep those feelings inside.
I see.
Messed up.
Oh, poor Sploth.
I think like you could take any amount of time to, you know, drink, get to know one another. Vic could be
I
done
mean-
with work. You're kind of, you'd be like the foreman under Claude, but he would still let you have a night off. Especially if there's a show going on at the bar or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Once the sun goes down, there's not a lot to do anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, so Vic wanders in after a hard day of working on the farm, goes up to the bar, and he's not in like, you know, he doesn't particularly look like a soldier or anything like that. He does actually look like a farmhand or a farm foreman. You know, leather jerkin, the works, and he seems ripped for a 51-year-old. But
Strong old man.
yeah, he's a strong old man.
Real strong old man vibes.
Yeah. He's putting an Arnold Schwarzenegger in his older age, clearly.
Yeah.
But he goes up to the bar and he orders a flagon of mead,
Yeah.
and he just turns around and takes an eyeful of what's going on in the bar, like
There,
the performance and such.
yeah, I think you would see like some scheming. So like some of the musicians and folks are scheming, trying to get some little tiny bullywug boy a date,
Who
and
is
he's just
currently bright red.
terrible.
Um,
And I think you would recognize like some of the people that Claude hired to take some of the things into town.
so Vic wanders over with his flag and a maid. He's like, I'm gonna try my best to do a Yorkshire accent. I'm probably not going to succeed, but I will try. Hey up, you were harassing that wee lad then?
This would be like Chestnut and whoever was like sending him over to give
Cheering him on.
Mostly Wisteria and Chestnut, but
Yeah.
low key kind of relaxing.
I'm trying my
It's not like a
best,
Laxman.
Cedar.
It's not like a Laxman was just setting that example, anyways.
Mm.
Literally did that exact thing.
Nope,
Uh-huh.
not even once. Not even once.
So at this point, after listening to you lot, he kneels down to talk to the little bullywog and hands him even more money and says, "Look, oi lad, your house is down that way. Go find yourself a nice lad or a nice lass and have a good time." And he taps him on the shoulder twice and sends him off.
Kind of you.
Just like holding handfuls of money and with like a bunch of like ripped farm hands around. Doesn't really know. He's just like,
I
people
feel
keep
like
giving me money. I don't know.
your protege, scary, spooky guy, would be like better as some sort of like entertainer, honestly. He's like good at getting money. Also, Wisteria wasn't there when like can't speak. Everybody introduced each other, so they only know Chestnut's name.
Oh, funny.
That checks out.
Mhm.
True.
It's okay because you don't need to know anybody's name, right? You can just
Yeah.
call him by whatever you want to call him.
Spooky.
Yeah, so I would like to hear what Sloth is doing right now because I'm very very into this.
He's just like, he's got so much money now, and he is just like literally just going up to the bar, buying like another hard cider, taking it over to someone else. So I was
Trying it with that.
supposed to buy a drink or something. What would? It's just like,
It's a numbers game, really.
yeah,
Statistically
someone
speaking.
has to say yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The more deciders you hand out.
That's
You
right.
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Uh-huh.
True.
60% of the time it works every time.
Yeah.
What's the betting he gets multiple? He gets on the pull or multiple of them. They're gonna have to have a big old in run for that lot, I'll tell you.
He's just like not realizing that everyone is planning on meeting up with him later, and he's gonna walk in some sort of a weird, like, oh no, this isn't overwhelming, and I cannot.
I mean, maybe he's into that.
We don't know.
Yeah, we're not here to
You don't know
kink
what bullywugs like. I'm just saying.
Can I make a check to see if I know what bullywug's like?
Oh gosh.
shame. History kink.
Sloth's harem. I like that.
What even role would that be?
Broken
I don't
hearts in
know.
every town we pass through.
Right, and but also he's the kind of person that's just oblivious to it.
Exactly. He has no
Yeah.
idea he's broken
No
someone's
clue.
hearts.
Bless him.
Because it's getting kind of late.
I bet. You're probably so tired, Emily.
A little bit. I'm getting a little loopy.
Perfect.
Let
I
the
think-
chaos begin.
I'll have to try to decide when I'm more lucid what happens to Sploth. But the next day, like, y'all get set up in whatever capacity, whether you like stumble into everybody getting ready for this job or
No,
willingly sign up.
Alaxon absolutely finds Sploth naked in a cornfield.
Surrounded by farm hands.
Just for
You
my
are naked. Just Sloth is naked. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the farmhands might be
and-
topless.
Well, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And I think like Claude kind of lays it all out for you. He's got this like huge cart full of, it's like piled high with very delicious looking fruits and vegetables. And there's, hey, Jer,
What a time to show up.
What a time
Yeah,
to show
you
up.
just
We're
missed
talking
the-
about
right?
freaking
You missed the Bullywug
Bullywugs-
gangbang.
Bullywug-
just like bullywog bondage.
Yeah.
Shame that can't be an episode title because it's set up by like TOS.
No, it's Sploth's harem. That's the episode title.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Sloth's harem.
This is Sloth's world and we're just living in it. Or
It's
unliving.
true.
Actually,
Whoops.
Vic would very quickly look at Wisteria and be like, "Hey up, don't remember seeing you come for a job." I mean, this lot, the creepy one, the rainbowy one, and the scary dragon-looking one, aye, but not you. I'm sounding more
I'm
like a
not the creepy one?
Liverpudlian. But
I am.
but not you, lass. You here to work? And we're speaking in a funny tongue.
Maggie.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were talking to Sloth.
No.
No.
Talking
he's
to
still
you.
asleep,
You're the only
probably.
one that Vic doesn't recognise. He's met the others because they've all come for work, but you're tagging on and he doesn't recognise you. So he's like, hey up, are you here for work? Kinda.
Yeah, the guy, you know, the old one with the face, he was like, why don't you help me transport these vegetables? And I was like, okay, guy with the face, who is slightly older than average, I'll see you later. And then I came here.
Wait.
A great description.
That doesn't describe like anybody in this
I
party.
have met people like this, and I just can't.
Honestly, I don't care if you've bloody asked the chief if you could work here. We need more hands anyway. It's fine. Whatever. Just
I have 2 of them, and honestly, I'm getting really good at using the rest of my appendages, as I told Chestnut.
I beg your
'cause,
pardon.
like, I can use like my feet to play bells, and I can write with my elbow. Kind of the last part that we're working on.
I've seen it. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Are there other appendages you ain't talking about, lass? That I should know about.
I'll show you later. 'cause
What?
I don't think right now I need to be musical. I need to be like, I don't know,
Hey up.
like, what do you would call this? Like, field farming? Like, what's the descriptor? What's the adjective?
Emily's losing her shit over here.
Yeah,
And I
wait,
get it,
working,
right? I
working
get
on
it,
a,
kind of.
Disaffected art, and I just can't.
working on a farm means you're farming, eh?
I guess you're like the expert. That's why you're in charge, right?
Well, I'm the foreman.
Of this mission, not like in general. That's the guy with the face who's slightly older than him.
Well, I mean, I am the foreman of the farm, eh?
Okay, so you're like. Okay, so like Mr. Foreman, what do we do?
Well, we're gonna gather up the grain, put it on the carts, and take it into town.
You need like protection? Like, why do you need so many people to drive the cart to the city?
Protection. There's a lot to load up on the carts.
Okay. I don't mind a little bit of hard labor now and then.
Like we all have to drive the car, or like some of us like there's like not that many pedals. I don't know. I'm too gay to drive.
Pedals.
No,
What kind of cart is this?
we'll come up to horses, and then we drive them down the road.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I think we should get a good night's rest before we do any kind of hard labor or anything. I'm about a pint and a half deep at this point, so I could go to sleep pretty soon.
Yeah. I'd say, like, you could finish loading up the cart in the evening. Everybody gets a night's rest at the inn. And then in the morning, everybody heads out. And we'll kind of end with this, like, as you're kind of driving this whole area towards town is like this flat floodplain. Everything's very green except for like there's lots of flowers and stuff. But you kind of come like you go over a couple of bridges because it all turns into a delta, and there's like one section in the delta that is just like solid rock, and on that area there's a city, and it's all this like very pale yellow sandy colored stone. And like glass Coke bottles or something, how they're like clear but they have that like very faintly green tint to them. So it's all like this yellow sandy color and then like glass that with that like barely green tint. You can see the sea in the distance with all the waves that don't really crash onto the land. They go like across the land and sweep away, because they're not created by moons. There's no tides. It's the weather. And the sweeping sea has crazy winds and storms. And so you kind of you're like going down into this city, and that's kind of where we'll leave it to get ready for session 1 next week. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was great.
As chaotic as this was, I'm both terrified and excited for.
We've all been shipped. It's session 0 and we've all been fucking shipped already. Thanks,
It's true.
chat.
Everybody's been thrown into some sort
We've
of.
got a throuple and a couple already.
Yeah,
so.
apparently Wisteria's going to show Vic the appendages.
Sloth is just here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
Also, thanks to
Forever
chat
time.
for assuming all of our sexual identities, by the way.
There you go.
Assuming that we wanted thruples and couples amongst us at all.
I blame Cedar.
Yeah,
none of you
definitely.
none of you are obligated to follow chat's
I know.
shipping.
I know. I mean, they did a poll though, so that's pretty official.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Cedar rigged it with like thousands of channel points.
Bloth Serum, that one for sure stays.
Yeah, that's definitely the
Yeah.
episode title.
Oh no, Affy or Artemis is commanding us to follow the ships.
They commanded. Okay.
Shit.
I'm sure
Um,
Artemis has already done the fan art for it, so we can't back
Right.
down now.
It's all happening.
Oh,
Well, let's just give a quick sign off for everybody. Say your name, where people can find you before we head out.
My name is Maggie /Hallwise. You can find me at my house. Just kidding, don't do that. You can find me on Twitter and
Please.
TikTok at Hallwise and on Instagram at Hollow Disaster. I do things a small amount of the time.
Are we going this way?
Sure.
I'll just go. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Alyssa, and you can find me at _illustrations on Instagram. I make some art. The end. On to you, Rick.
Okay, I'm Rick. I'm the Game Master for Hammer of the Gods. Find us wherever you get your podcasts.
Sure.
I'm Kayla from the Potions and Potpourri podcast. Me and my gal pal Keisha chat about TTRPG stuff. We're really awkward and silly and chaotic, so listen to us wherever you get your shows and find us on all of the socials.
And I'm Sophia, and I am one of the Vactor DMs here. Rock Chick Sophia is my channel when I'm playing games. I run a game here, and I'm also the person doing the tech side of things. So I apologise for all the chaos earlier, plus the drop frames. I have no fucking clue what happened to my connection 2 or 3 times.
We can blame Sophia for literally all of the chaos, not the tech chaos, all of it.
Yeah,
All of it. Yeah.
I'm known for being chaotic. Absolutely
There you go.
wild.
You did cause all of this with your character who was only here for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm DM Qorvae or Emily. I'm at Qorvae, Qorvae on several things. And I am most well known for being the NPC's flop on this channel.
That is your new claim to fame forever.
True.
Your crowning achievement.
Absolutely my
As a
crowning
DM.
achievement.
Yeah.
We have some other things happening throughout the week, so be sure to check the Vactor social media for all the updated schedules. I know I kind of went over it at the beginning of the session, but most imminently on, I believe, Thursday night is Sophia's show at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, A Song of Crystal and Shadow, so check that out. And go get some Canadian dice from CanadianDice. Where did it go? .ca. Use the Vactor, all one word, to get 10% off your order. And of course, catch some Pride merch in time for Pride Month at tinyurl.com/VacMerch. And I'm gonna kind of just slide over the rest of the announcements. check the social media. You'll see it on there. Artemis is very good about posting it all the time. It's late. I'm jet lagged, and we're gonna go. So
Thanks,
it's very
Emily.
nice hanging out with
Thanks,
all
Emily.
of you.
Thank you, Emily. Sleep well.
Fantastic.
Stick around for the raid, folks,
Yes.
because
Mhm.
Artemis or Alfie is gonna prime us to go to a raid. Go
Sweet.
raid someone, so stick around.
Good night. Thank you.
Night,
Stick
everybody.
around for the raid.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
I dropped my headphones. Bye.
Right.
Bye.
Dropped them all.